We are going to be looking at some technique we can use to troubleshoot synchronization issues that includes your Azure Active Directory Connect and Azure Active Directory Connect Cloud Sync. So, as an Office 365 system administrator, your major task is actually to manage, implement, and configure Microsoft 365 environment. But you also have the task to also troubleshoot and solve issues that relate to Microsoft 365, which include your device being syncing from the cloud to your on-premises environment. So sometimes the issues may arise that may involve you going deep to actually troubleshoot what is the root cause of that problem. So what you're going to be doing is the following. We're going to be seeing some of the troubleshooting technique we can actually use to solve syncing issues between your on-premises and the cloud. So if I go to my on-premises server, let me go to my server, and here in my server, let me just open a full screen of this. So here in my server, here you can see we have the Azure Active Directory Connect. So if I double click on it and I click yes, so now it's just trying to open it. Just wait for some seconds. So here you can see you say welcome to Azure AD Connect. So let me click configure. So in configure here you can see we have the additional task, and under the additional task we can do some of extra configuration here, but I'm actually interested in troubleshoot. So when I click troubleshoot, and let me click next. So it's going to ask me, it says Azure AD Connect Troubleshooter tool. So it's actually a tool that needs to be launched. So let me just click on that. And here we go. You can see it's trying to open PowerShell script. And you can see it says the AADC Connect Troubleshooting is giving us different options here, which we can actually use to troubleshoot any specific issue. For example, do you have any issue with synchronization? For example, say troubleshoot password hash synchronization, collect general diagnostic, and lots more. So let's say, for example, I want to collect the general diagnostic. I'll just enter 3 and hit enter. So you can see it says collecting the AAD Connect diagnostic information. And here we go, that goes very fast. So right now you can see it just opened the diagnostic information, and when I expand this, you can see it says the AAD Connect diagnostic on, that's today's date, and then you can see the password hash, it says true, the others are false. And here we can see our global settings, and if I scroll down, you can see the Azure AD Connect Sync scheduler settings, which runs every 30 minutes, and then the last synchronization, look at the time it happens, and here you can just go down and you begin to see some extra information. So here also you can actually check and see if you missed anything, and for example, maybe the configuration did not complete successfully. And you can see say the Azure AD Connect the connector account, you can see that's the account, and lots more of information. So if I minimize that, here you can see it's giving us some extra option which we can actually use to troubleshoot this issue. We can say test Active Directory connectivity. We can just do 6 and hit enter. It says already connected forest. You can see, would you like to test the forest that already has a connector configured, or a forest that does not have a connector? So it says N, new forest to configure, or A, already connected. So you can just enter the A and hit enter, and you can see it says configure Active Directory connector kelvglobal.com. So it says name of the connector to test. So that's how you have the information to actually test your connector. And also, if I go back again to the cloud, let me just go to the cloud. And in the cloud, you can see we have it says the Azure AD Cloud Sync. So let's click on the manage Azure AD Cloud Sync. Let me click resume. So here you can see we have, for example, we have our kelvglobal.com, and it says healthy. So if I click on kelvglobal.com, You can see here we have some extra information. If, for example, there is anything wrong, we can actually restart the sync to sync our information to the cloud. But at the same time, here I can decide to click review all agent, and if I click review all agent, you can see my external IP address, and that is my domain, my machine name. So here you can see, or if for example you've installed multiple agents on different machines, you can see all the different agents here, and here you can see if it is active or not. So if it's not active, probably it may see, you may see something like quarantine, or you can say it has been deactivated. So here you can now check what the issue is. Going to give you some kind of it's going to give you an idea, kind of a suggestion what the error message is and what is the root cause of that error message. And if you look very well, you can see we have the option called troubleshoot. And when I click, just take my mouse to troubleshoot, say diagnose and solve common problems. So if I click on the troubleshoot, you can see it says it's going to actually explore the most common problems for your resources. Here we have some of the common issues you can have with your cloud sync. So for example, it says problem with the Azure MFA server settings, other questions about Azure MFA in the cloud. So here you can see we can decide. Let me just click on, for example, we have the LDP authentication. Synchronization service cannot import or export changes. So let me just click on that. So here it says need more help, manual. Okay, here we go. So it's going to give you the recommended steps you need to take to actually troubleshoot this issue. For example, it says into the Active Directory domain service account, which is used by synchronization service to communicate with on-premises, and it is either deleted. So it's just giving you an idea of what the problem could be. So that is how it is for all or different other issues. So you can just scroll down and see if the problem you are facing or you are experiencing is there or not.